Back on another video. Right, I want to play this because listen, watch. In fact, no. Let's do this instead. Look at, I found this on Twitter, and only Israel, no, where is it? Developer in CNN get caught faking an attack from Hamas in Israel. Now listen to this. This is pure, sorry, let me just go back and make sure this is happening. Yep, it is. And this is absolutely disgusting what these people do.
Getting video through now, Jerry. Now you can see the area is completely deserted, but I want you to get them off the road, get them laid down next to the road, okay? Closer to the road, Jerry. Move them. It looks like you're in the middle of a forest.
Get down. Close.
Okay, Jerry, tell the cameraman to keep Clarissa in shot, okay? It's not the Blair Witch Project.
You're fine.
That's it, perfect. Get nice and close. Get the cameraman nice and close.
That's the iron dome, okay? That's the
Now look around, Jerry. Just look around as if you're in danger. Try and look nice and scared. Yeah, that's it. Catching your breath. Dead scary over here with all the bombs going off and all that.
Guys.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's the money shot. Nice and tight on Clarissa.
Are you seeing our situation, guys?
Tell her yes.
Yes.
Can she hear the shells, Jerry? Because they are about 6 miles away.
Can you hear the shells?
Stay down.
Derek, can you boost the volume on those explosions, please? Oh, and be a darling and patch me through to Clarissa's microphone,
Guys,
please.
come to us.
Clarissa, I need you to stop swearing. You're overdoing it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. Now we're getting set up on sound and visual. We should be going live in about 15 seconds. Okay.
Were you guys rolling on this?
Yeah, we're rolling, Clarissa, but we're not live yet. Okay. We can't show the earlier bit because we want people to think you're in danger.
And that's one of the reasons why I do not watch BBC News. Even if I do, and it's not BBC or Sky News, I don't watch any mainstream media. If I do, I switch it on to hear what crap they're gonna spin and tell me, because we should know they're controlled, they lie, and they will do anything to push aside where they have the narrative that works for them. They want the populace to be swayed, to be scared, to be terrified, to do what they suggest by virtue of what they're playing now. Come on. Here you're going to hear 27 seconds of a guy explaining about the BBC, and I tell you what, honestly, I've known for quite some time that those who pay the license fee are paying to be lied to, and that's how I put the BBC. So once they said, oh, if you watch it on line, or if you watch it on any device, you will be charged to do it, I thought, no way, hell no, am I paying to be lied to. This is a propaganda machine, like most of the news channels out there. We are being lied to constantly on a daily basis, guys, and this is the honest truth. They have a narrative. They want us to be swayed into their narratives. We need to wake up. I'm already awoken to the rubbish that they play us, honestly, or they show us. I don't buy it. I go deeper than what they would like, and I'll ask questions. Why are they only showing one narrative? Do you know what I mean? So hence, I don't see why I should pay to be lied to.
Not only have we got a state monopoly, we've got enforcement through our legal system if you don't pay the fees. So it's a pretty watertight monopoly. It was set up in an era past by Reith. He wanted to inform, educate and entertain with complete impartiality. And I think anybody would agree that the BBC now does neither entertain, educate nor inform. It certainly isn't impartial.
And that's the problem. There's no impartiality with any of the medias today, and people are being charged for this. The legal system has been set up to make sure you pay this fee, and this has been going on for decades, ever since the BBC came into fruition. and over the time they used to be a good organisation to watch and listen to, but you can't now. No, I haven't. I tell you what, it's probably about what 5 or 6 years since I haven't, paid any attention to that particular outlet. And as for Sky, I'll watch it occasionally, but I know they lie. They're no different from anybody else, seriously. So, I think there's something came out yesterday about Skyline, and I think I might go and try and find that. So give me a chance. Yeah. I've finally found it, and here's the title of this one. Kay Burley is poisoning the Israeli-Palestine discourse. Now, I'm not going to play the whole 18 minutes of this, but not being funny, but like I said, none of them, no media outlet really today can be trusted apart from independent media. You need to go and do your own research. You can't be listening to MainStream anymore. They are full of crap. Excuse my language. They do not tell you the truth. They have an agenda. And if we saw that, and if you think back to what happened in 2020, that should be a wake-up call to all of you, and that includes where we're going digitally in terms of where the financial system's going. All of this is changing. We need to wake up, or you need to wake up. I'm already awoke. I already see what's happening. I am not. If there is a nuclear war tomorrow, so what? I ain't worried about it. I'm not going to be worried about it. Why am I not going to be worried about it? Because I hope if it does happen, they drop it on my house. Seriously, just drop it on my house. Or drop it, where, hopefully I'm there somewhere where they will drop it, like some, I'm not being funny, in this area where I am, there is a couple of bases. So, hey, drop it there. I'll be happy. Anyway, let me play you this.
Some lots. What about your opposite number, David Lammy, sharing a platform with the Palestinian ambassador, who basically said the Israelis had it coming?
Well, those comments, the idea that somehow the
Would you share a platform with him?
No, I wouldn't. I've met with him. I speak with him. Maintaining diplomatic relations is important. But the point that I've made this directly to representatives of the Palestinian Authority, and it's worth remembering, of course, the Palestinian Authority on the West Bank is a separate organisation to Hamas in Gaza. So it's important we recognise that. But I have said that. The Palestinian voices, particularly those in leadership positions, should criticise the appalling behaviour, the atrocious actions that have been perpetrated by Hamas, these indiscriminate killings, these murders, these kidnaps, these terrorist actions. Should be condemned by the leadership of the Palestinian Authority, because otherwise there will be this perception that all Palestinians support Hamas, and they don't, and that all Palestinians support this action, and I know that they don't.
That is an extraordinary clip, because James cleverly is transmitting more information than the journalist, right? He's saying Hamas and the PLO are different people, they have different views, actually they disagree about a great deal. So who basically said the Israelis had it coming? Kay, you're the journalist, as well as Mr. Cleverly giving facts that you also can't just attribute quotes like that if you're paraphrasing. It's deeply unprofessional. We'll discuss where those comments apparently came from in a moment. But before we do, let's turn to Kay Burley speaking to another member of the Shadow Front Bench team. That was from this morning with Pat McFadden. Will the Shadow Foreign Secretary sit with the Palestinian ambassador, appearing with him at an event, given that the Palestinian ambassador basically said the last couple of days that Israel had it coming?
I can only tell you about my conference diary, Kay, where I will be joining the Labour Friends of Israel tonight in a vigil at the conference. We stood in silence, in solidarity with the people of Israel yesterday at the conference. And our position on this is very, very clear. This was a completely unwarranted attack to which Israel has the right to respond, to defend itself.
Right, I'm going to stop in a minute because I'm getting annoyed, quite simply because hasn't the Palestinians have a right to defend themselves. They have been under siege, under barrage, under bombardment for decades, ever since the nation of Israel was formed. I am calling for peace. I am not calling for both parties to go, or both sides to kill each other outright. I'm calling for peace. I want peace. I don't like the idea of either being dominating over the other. But I can understand the Palestinians' cause. You also see, or kind of see, the Israeli cause, but they are out. The Palestinians are outmatched. So what's fair?
To retrieve its people and to use force to do so.
Yeah. However, my question remains, I think it's a reasonable one. The shadow foreign secretary sitting with the Palestinian ambassador to the United Kingdom, who says that basically Israel had it coming. Your party has gone to great lengths to try to mend the fractures, I should say, as far as the Israeli community is concerned. And then your shadow foreign secretary sits with a guy who says they had it coming.
Well, they did not have it coming.
So Kate Burley there is saying, Mr. Zumlot is stating the Israelis had it coming. She said it now to more than one politician. But that wasn't the end of Burley's badgering.
Is it appropriate that the shadow foreign secretary sits with a man who said what he said? This is an atrocious comment by the Palestinian ambassador to the UK, who has been on the programme many times. I have no personal animosity towards him at all.
Oh, really?
However, saying something like that, and then somebody who would like to be our next foreign secretary shares a platform with him, lots of my viewers watching this morning would think that that is totally unacceptable. You're not going to answer my question, so let me put it in a different way. If David Lammy does share a stage with the Palestinian ambassador to the UK, should he be disciplined? What isn't clear is the shadow foreign secretary, if he shares a stage with the Palestinian ambassador to the UK tonight, should he take the opportunity then to criticise him for the comments that he made, which basically were suggesting that bloodshed of Israelis, innocent Israelis, civilians in Israel, was a byproduct of trying to find a two-state solution, for want of a better way of putting it.
So Kay Burley repeatedly puts a phrase to Pat McFadden, asking if his colleague finds it acceptable, without actually quoting what he said. She uses the word basically suggesting, she calls the comment atrocious, but she can't actually say what the comment was. Haven't heard before? I can't tell you, sorry. Well, you're the journalist making these demands, it should be said. She's making demands of the Shadow Front Bench and of the Shadow Foreign Secretary.
Do you understand what's going on with the media? These people are put into positions. They are given their questions. If you look back on the video, or remember, she was looking down at the prepared questions. Yeah, fine, fair enough. But as a journalist, surely they need to be journalists, because at the end of the day, I don't see no journalism coming out of any of what I've just shown you today at all. I just did this randomly, and I'm going to put this up without any preface or thingy to it, any thumbnail. But I want you guys to pay attention to the titles that some of these videos have, or this video has. Not just the title, but this particular video here, what I'm showing you right now, Burley is poisoning. Do you know what I mean? And the previous one, seriously, you know, these people do not care. There is an agenda. Yeah, and they will do it at any cost, and not being funny, and they don't care about life, because if they did, we wouldn't be warring.